Let me know when. What's the name of the shop?
SameTime Toys.
Okay. Yo, what's up, guys? This is John Jang at MegaCon, and if you're not here, it's cool. But make sure you check out SameTime Toys. They're gonna have all the stuff you want. That's what I've been told, and I've checked it out too. And I've already spent all my money that I'm earning here at that shop. So beware, but that's where you got to go. So thank you guys.
Awesome, brother. Awesome. You're the man, brother.
I still love that he had no idea that I was a reviewer and not a toy store.
I was just going to ask you. I was going to like, Shane, you got a toy store? What's up, Woody?
There it is. There it is. So our friend and High Upon the Mountaintop Ninja is going live right now. So I understand we will do our show anyway because we don't give a shit about all that. And y'all can catch it on the flip. Works
Replay
for me.
Replay squad. Yes, sir.
Yeah. There it is. We got a couple of fucking real people around here, but you know, that's how it is. But we are talking Warhammer. So let's go around the room and SoulBrother, who is your army of choice for Warhammer?
Black Templars.
Black Templars.
The most fanatical, don't give a shit faction in Warhammer. They don't give a shit about no codex. Well, Gilliman and his codex. They're like, what codex?
Well, they almost killed a Primarch when he brought a whole bunch of Primaris Marines to back him up, and they killed all the Primaris Marines because it was an affront to the God Emperor. So, you know, that's how that works.
And what's funny about it is, okay, back then, you remember the emperor was all about abolishing religion, talking about like, I'm not a god. We don't worship, you know. Black Templars like, yes, you are. And everybody else is going to worship you.
Well, they're second founding off of the Imperial Fist. So, you know, that's how that goes. Cooter, what's up? Dun, dun, dun. Crow, who's your favorite army?
Well, I was happy to hear somebody kick things off with the Black Templars. Loved them. Couldn't play them for shit on the table though.
The SoulBrother, and that's all I could do. I could run SoulBrother and 3 squads of them, and that was my army.
Yeah, no, I have always gone back to the Mankind Imperium, things like the Catachans, Acadians, and the Tanith person only. Yeah. I had my big armored regiment back in the day of Lehman Russ tanks. Still didn't win as many as I thought I would. So.
Oh, believe it. Yeah, no. What's up, Tony Spiggs? But Tony. Yeah, I love the Guard. Like, legitimately, that's when I want to have fun on the tabletop. I take Guard and just piss people off. Like, I got 2 Lehman Russ tanks. I got 4 Lehman Russ tanks, and I got 2 big tank.
Oh, Bambilades.
Yes, that's the one. Woody, my man, thank you. We're just going to leave that up until that time's out.
Picking it off, right?
Oh, you got no idea, brother. It's close. I went on a rant, told everybody, hey, this isn't worth it. Don't do this. A whole bunch of people were like, you know, you're right. And they canceled.
I just saw this. I was unpacking. Do you want to send Woody a shirt? No, you don't want to send Woody a shirt.
You better keep that. Mikey,
So, Mikey.
Dude, great show last night, Mikey. That was good stuff with those guys. Fucking Operation Monster Force is amazing.
The Keaton Batman is over there.
But unfortunately, I started with Blood Angels and I went straight to Corn after that. Like, and I Blood for the Blood God all the way.
Man, Corn Berserkers was so broke when they first, back in the day. You remember they could charge and then attack twice?
Oh, yeah, they had all the good rules. And +1 initiative, +1 attack, +1 strength, you know, just beat everybody before they even got a chance to fight. It was good old days.
Kill them at range and let them get into melee. It was like, bruh, what you doing?
Oh, dude, I had freaking a squad of 10 one time, jumped out of a tank, and my buddy's like, shoot me, shoot me. I'm like, no, I don't have to. I'm not gonna.
No, we finna fight.
That shit might work on somebody else, but I know what my game plan is, and it's all about axes.
Yeah.
So we had God, I've been playing since the beginning of 4th edition. And
what year was
that? 2002.
Okay, yeah, I got in after that. I think I got in 2008.
We went to a buddy of mine's game store, and I was like, holy shit, this is the game I've always wanted to play. And I was just getting ready to have my daughter, and yeah, no, there was no money. Like, you think money's hard to come by now. Back then it was worse. And I was given box set after box set after box set. Like Battle for Magog, I got 3 of those. And then the 3rd edition box set that came with the Dark Elves, the Drukhari, and the Space Marines with the Land Speeder. I had a bunch of those right off the rip. And I was like, cool. Yeah, so my buddies were all about what's it called? Just they bought everything new. I bought everything secondhand, and I wound up cleaning up.
Yeah.
Jacob, what is good, brother? We are talking Warhammer tonight, so strap in.
The army that pisses me off is those Necrons, because they get back up. I'm like, come on, man.
Oh, dude, that was my buddy's army when we first started. He's like, they had that "we'll be back" rule, and he was like, "That's it. I want to play that army." And that he had a set of red dice with white pips, and I shit you not, they did everything but close combat for him. He was always rending shots. Like, there was one guy came up. We were at a tournament, and he had a guard army that was all tanks. And my buddy was like, oh, I can't wait. And this guy's like, oh, I'm going to fuck these neck, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh, no, you're not. No.
And Gauze weapons.
Dude, turn 2, the guy's literally flipping tanks. Shit's busting off of them. At the end of the night, he left like 2 tanks behind. We're like, can we keep those spoils of war? Like, no, we got to give them back. Like, he didn't want them no more. I'm sure he quit playing guard that night.
Necrons made him quit.
Oh, dude, my buddy, and they hated my buddy's army because what's up, Tony? Legend Series in the house.
Legend Series.
But
Tony,
we called them shiny crons because he made them. They were shiny silver. They weren't dirty. They didn't come out of the dirt. They just came off the assembly lines, the way he played it. And just people couldn't get into that. So I think they were more pissed off about all the rending shots that he would make. You know, don't tell my man not to roll a 6 because he'll roll a fucking 6. Like,
that's what I was saying. It was the gauze weaponry. Like certain factions just had weapons. You're like, you had no solution for it. Necrons were one of them. If you like, you'd think as Imperial Guard armor is your friend, and Necrons go, no. Oh, like it means nothing to us. We rend everything.
Well, the gauze flare, when you read it in the fluff, it tears you away to your atoms. Like your flesh is gone, then your musculature is gone, then your circulatory system's gone, then your skeleton's gone, and you're nothing but dust. Like, dude, that's some harsh shit.
So I got in. There you go. There's your gratuitous cat's ass shot for the night.
There it is.
Okay. You know it's a show when my cat shows us the noose. I was gonna say I got in around the same time you did, and I've played almost every army except Necrons and Tyranids. Those are 2 armies I couldn't crack the code against.
Oh,
and I remember I was really into my Dark Elder. Remember when Dark Elder did that whole revamp that came out with the witches and the new vehicles, and I got that and the Harlequins, and my buddy and I played like a 2-day event in my basement of like 5,000 points. Ooh. And it was not even close. It was just his living tide swept the table. But they were the 2 armies where I was just like, they don't look as much fun to play as any other army.
My buddy had a blast playing Necrons, but he's kind of a dick, so it suited him well.
Yeah.
I couldn't figure out Tyranids, so I played Tyranids. I played them for about a year and got really good with them somehow. Like, and people didn't like the way I painted mine either, because I painted them all look like cockroaches. And I had like 100 bugs on the table. Yeah, I had like 100 of them on the table, so I got good at moving models quick. Like, it wasn't. I didn't take a lot of time. You know, I hate people in a tournament that slow play you. It's not.
But that's like, the strategy too, right? Like,
yeah,
to try to shake your guys thinking.
I'll fucking bang my hand on a table if you start fucking around. Fucking, oh, did half the table fall over? Yeah, I guess I need to walk away. Sorry. You're a dick.
So my question to you guys, like, you guys all named the armies you came in, you know, your number one army, I named mine, but was that the funnest army you've ever played with or against? Like, is it the same one that's your favorite, or was there something that you were like, it was a lot of fun, but I couldn't play it?
Oh, not really. Well, that was my first one. As I was telling Shane, back in my first army was Dark Angels, and I dug them, and I probably will get back into Dark Angels. I'm trying to figure. I think the only armies that I've actually played, I played Dark Angels, I played the Black Legion, because Horace was right.
My daughter wanted me to name this episode "Logar Did Nothing Wrong." I was like, "You get out of my house! Get out! Get out!"
And I did try to collect blood, but the only ones I actually played were Dark Angels, Black Legion, and Black Templars.
Okay.
What about you, Shane? Is it
the
same?
I love my berserkers, and that's where I have my fun. I have a lot of fun playing guard. If I'm just fucking around, I'll play guard. But even at a tournament, when I play Khorne, I have fun. It's just getting everybody lined up and then just watching them do what they do. Fucking, it's great, And
now, didn't they took that fighting twice away from Khorne, didn't they? The Berserkers?
Yeah, they got it back and then it went away, but it's in 10th edition right now. I'm so far removed because we're almost to 11th edition.
Mm-hmm.
And I bro. Right there with you, brother. But I haven't played 10th edition. Any of it. Like that's my eyesight went at the beginning of 10th and I couldn't see to make the models and I just gave up. Got my eyesight back, and I'm having fun with toys right now. Trying to get play motion to work. Got a bunch of shit in my head. So for the first time in 20-something years, Warhammer's actually taken a back seat. And it's hard. Like, no, for 20 years, it was just, give it to me, give me more.
Mm-hmm.
And, I read Joe Fan, what is up? Down South, what is up, man? Definitely.
What's going on, brother?
Do what you got to do, brother.
Hey, Down South is like teetering on 500, guys. Just a reminder.
Yeah, no, we got something coming up for him tomorrow.
Split.
We didn't say nothing.
So the reason I asked you which ones was the most fun, because I remember like the one I wish I had won more with. There were two. It was the orcs. I loved playing orcs because I loved building orc stuff and just having stupid orc strategy and seeing if it ever worked, which it sometimes did, right? They're saying never underestimate the power of stupid people in large numbers.
True.
Right?
Paint it red and go faster.
My only chaos army I ever got was Nurgle. And it was right before knights were really a thing on the table. They gave you the zombie hordes rule. And you could build zombie hordes. And so I went to Fantasy Line and all these other second print lines and got like about 1,000 zombies. And just the funnest time I ever had was discovering that Typhus and his zombies could tar pit everything. Like just everything. So I never won an objective that I didn't tar pit the guy on it off of it. right?
My
So
buddy,
that is the because that's the you said Nurgle, but that is Mortarion is the Primarch. That's the what is I'm gonna slip. What is it? The death? Aren't they the death?
Death Guard.
Death Guard. Yeah, Death Guard. Yeah, they
Dusk Raiders.
those now the rules for those. I think I would enjoy playing them, but I don't like the figures the way they look, except for Mortarion.
Oh yeah.
Well,
they just look nasty.
Right. That's the idea. My buddy, the rules you were talking about, Crow, he did that, but we didn't have enough models, so he used Zombicide models, the little ones.
I think I pulled in some of those.
Right. Yeah. We stuck them on bases, with some sticky tack, and there was thousands of them. Jesus Christ. And it was every turn 6 inches, 5 inches, whatever it was, 5 inches, I think.
Roll for the next,
And then they advanced and they moved a couple more inches and they just kept moving. They kept moving. Yeah. And I would mow them the fuck down and they would come off the table and come right back up. Like, fuck you.
I can't remember what rule it was, but there was one point where I had to roll to see if my zombies could move forward after wiping out a unit. Right. And I was so used to rolling ones or twos, which is the most zombie thing, right? They shamble forward a little bit. And didn't I roll like a straight up 6 and land on the objective in front of another unit? And we were just like, this is so Dawn of the Dead, right? What do you mean they run now?
Exactly right.
There was a plan in place at the house. Like, look, if the zombies are slow, we'll figure it out. If they're running down the street, I'm taking everybody out and I'm doing myself.
And
sorry,
and I don't know if
I ain't dealing with fucking fast zombies. Okay, I am good. Fucking these don't work. I'm not trying to outrun a zombie. Okay,
they figured that out. This is a little off topic, but it's still zombies. In the remake of Night of the Living Dead, the one that came out in like 1991, the girl in that, she figured out, what we all knew later on was like later on in the movie. She was like, she started looking at him. She was like, well, if you just pay attention, you can like walk right past them. You know what I'm saying? Because you
can walk right by them.
Yeah.
And so that's why I was like,
just hear the other guys making plans. You're like, shut up, bitch! Don't ruin this for us.
Exactly. Yeah, because they was like, no, I'm not going out there. I'm not going out there. She was like, but no, if you just pay attention, you can just walk right past them.
Oh yeah,
fine, Sharon.
Well, everybody figured it out finally. They let the cat out of the bag with freaking The Walking Dead. So everybody's got a zombie plan now. Thank God.
Yep. If you didn't have a zombie plan,
the doctor trying to kill them all was in the very beginning, but we don't have enough bullets anymore. Like, there you go.
I should mute the mic when I do that.
Oh, Apocalypse games. Crow, you almost played one down your buddy's basement.
Yeah, Apocalypse.
Yeah, that was because they had these Apocalypse rule books, right? And you could do mini Apocalypse games with the templates and everything. I played a couple of those. They're nightmares. Like, whatever plan you had. Yeah. And the Knights and the Titans, when they show up, didn't matter what your plan was, it's gone. You have no plan. Zero.
Dave, I'm going to start sending you a text message when I go live.
Oh, yeah. If you bring Knights and Titans, it's like, if the other person ain't bringing them, it's like, what's the point?
Nope. My whole Harlequin army couldn't take down a Knight, and I was trying to rend it. And I was like, 15 Harlequins, some of the most expensive models I've ever fielded in an assault unit. Just splat, vaporize.
I played with some guys up in Palm Coast, about an hour north of me. And these guys, for a group of guys that just play like Garage Hammer, they play for fun, have the hardest armies you've ever fought against. Like, I would, if I finally got an army ready for a fucking tournament, I would take it up there to see how it did and tweak accordingly. Like, dude, I don't know what you guys are on, but your shit's good. And they painted like, you bring your models up there and you're like, I just might as well have brought fucking just plain plastic. Fucking the way these things are painted, these fucking amazing guys. What are you doing? Just hiding up here in your fucking living room with 2 tables, fucking.
So if you ever want to meet some of the best sports and the poorest sports in that genre of game, army dudes. Like guys in serving in the military. I used to play in the basement with my captain all the time, and he leads troops. If he lost a game, it was the most devastating friggin' thing in the world. He was questioning everything. He was mad about. There was no rule that was fair. There was no dice that wasn't wrong. There was, because it's like an insult to his intelligence for planning if he's lost to somebody else, right? So military guys get so rooted in their planning process that
it's not. You can have the greatest tactical mind ever, but if you can't throw dice,
exactly. If the dice aren't with you that day, they just ain't with you. I go to a tournament, I bring 5 bricks of dice.
Yeah.
I have 2 bricks that I use no matter what, and then when they start to crap out, I got to figure out which of the other 3 is going to work for me.
No, and I'm a big advocate for don't go into a game blind. If you have time to find out what your guy's army is, find out.
No.
What do you mean berserkers can charge? Like
when we first started playing back then, codexes were cheap. They were like $15-20.
Right.
And we had all the codexes. We studied all the rules for every army. So when somebody said, I'm going to do this, and you were like, are you sure you can do that?
Yeah, because I know you can.
And they were paperback.
Prove that one.
Yes, man. And you could do chapter approved. You could do all this stuff. Remember when it was 4th edition when they were doing a lot of chapter approved updates to kind of open the game up, and they gave you a lot of flexibility to customize units, right? That's all gone now. They've even changed the models where you can't bit swap with any aftermarket part because they're all puzzles now, right? Like they've sucked their property in, but it used to be a lot more open to a lot more interpretation and fun and friendly gaming discussion, right? If I didn't understand SoulBrother's codex and he couldn't explain it right, we'd come down the middle and find an agreement, right?
Right. Well, there's always, you always defer to somebody else. If you're in a tournament, you find a judge. If, you're in a game store, you defer to the owner at very top level if he plays Warhammer. And then, if you're playing at your house, you just kind of agree to disagree on certain things. It's just
usually I let the host of the house win his rule discussion.
And I'm the type of
now I've had games where I've been like, dude, if you use that rule again, you can just pack your shit up.
I'll tell you,
I'm gonna let you use it now, but if you try again, just we're done here. We're gonna stop so we can still be friends.
Yeah. What were you gonna say, SoulBrother? You were saying?
Oh no, I was just saying I'm the type of dude that okay, now when I play, of course you want to win, but I'm like, it's fun for me. You know what I'm saying? I can lose 5 games in a row, and I'm not salty. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Now, if you were just a cheating asshole, I ain't gonna confront you. I just won't play with you. You know what I'm saying? Because I refuse to get into something physical or a shouting match over something like that. I just won't do it. I'll just okay. If you're being an asshole like that, I'll just stop playing with you.
Yeah, it makes it uncomfortable, right?
Yeah, because for me, it's just all about having fun, man. I'm playing the game because I like the game. And I'm not a conflict person, especially over games.
Cran, this is the wrong show for that. Come back tomorrow. No.
Yeah.
No, I did not get the polar bear.
Polar bear snake eyes. When I first saw it, I was like, I'm not getting that. I've seen it, and I was like, you know what?
I might have 2. I have to cancel a pre-order coming in. Depends on who gets there.
The figure doesn't look bad. It's the old snake eyes, but it's just in the TV show colors.
Right.
He has one of the catalytic elements, and you can always use the polar bear for something.
Yeah. No,
So
it was
I may be picking what up.
the polar bear. I just saw that the radioactive hands. I think Punk was reviewing it, and I could see you could see the veins in the hands. I was like, oh, I'm glad they made a point to put those on. not just
Right.
any old handset, right? And just make it
Oh
glowy.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
good stuff. But we've spent 25 minutes talking about our good times playing the game, but let's get what we're down here for. We're at a
Cool.
point.
I can do this.
There you go. Yep, you are good, man. We're gonna go through some slides.
Yeah.
It's the new JoyToy Joy of Warhammer. These are 1/18th, but they kind of almost, oh, you guys tell me. I don't have any because I know if I go down this path, I'll be forever lost. I won't come back to Marvel Legends. I won't come back to Joe. I'll just stay here and I'll be Wraith Mace Jr.
1/18th is about right. 1/18th or 1/18th, but about 4-inch figures because most of the line are above human size, anyways, right? Marines,
right? That's
not
what I'm saying.
Human, yeah.
Here's a comparison. This is the Sagat you can see, and this is that
Emperor's
JoyToy
Champion. Is that Emperor's Champion?
No, Sword Brethren.
Sword Brother. That looks sick.
So I don't. You can see.
There it is. Okay, so he's coming up to like his nipples.
Yeah,
and that's with bent knees.
Is it with
And Sagat's a bigger figure, but yeah, all right, that's about the size that I thought they'd be.
I'll give you a comparison too, Shane, because I have a Katie.
Oh shit! Hang on, I'm hitting buttons. There we go.
So that would be how they would scale G.I. Joe human to human.
Okay.
There you go. Now I'll turn my camera off.
That was a Cadian with a power fist.
Cadian Sergeant with power fist. Yep. Oh, there you go. Good.
All right, there it is. So this is Perturabo, the new Primarch that they just came out with. It looks like JoyToy is going to be on a roll with these Primarch models, and I'm cool with that. It's they're not cheap.
I was going to ask you a little bit later about that.
Yeah, like you can get some of the regular Marines between 20 and 40 bucks, depending upon, how much kit they got or, what it is. But then like the Primarchs are all a buck and a quarter.
Yeah, they're all deluxe.
I got all of my the Sword Brethren that I got off Amazon, and they were all 40 plus.
Okay, yeah,
that's Amazon, so I don't, you still, but that was Amazon.
Right. Well, there's a sale right now on JoyToy itself where shit's not bad. The price isn't bad. But
I mean, so
yeah.
We say the price, but it's relative because people will be going, oh, well, the price and size.
What's up, Bobby?
It out. If they were to make a toy like this on the classified 6-inch Marvel Legends scale and use the exact same process and exact same quality, you guys would be looking at least a $75 to $80 figure just for the basic. Like if they were to scale it up, I think.
Right,
True
just
that.
basic treatments. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I'm good with this. I mean, there's so much detail in these. I swear to God, Games Workshop gave JoyToy the 3D files, and they just upscaled them.
Yep,
because they're
I'm in agreement. They had to because it looks like when I first got it, it looks like a miniature that's been upscaled.
Yeah, it's 1-to-1. I mean, it really is. It's just insane. And these come built and painted, and they articulate. I mean, it's for real.
I mean, how much of it? I know for me, most of that hobby was about painting as much as it was playing, right? And I always wished I was a better painter, but each one of these is a Golden Demon winner. Like a Golden Demon is the big Games Workshop annual best painted miniature trophy, and each one of these is like that level of quality. So you and I might look at this and go, "These are really cool," but somebody who could never paint these miniatures and love this game is probably creaming all the floor right now. Like, this is amazing.
Look at Bobby Wald. What is Warhammer? G.I. Joe for life.
Yeah.
But I mean, just look at all the detail in this guy. I mean, it's insane.
This is my mini of Hellbrecht.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's nice. Yeah.
I haven't finished painting the base yet. You see,
you got the cultist holding the sword there.
His servitors or whatever they are.
Yeah, they're almost like watchers in the dark
One
to
of them
them.
got cleaning the blade, and then the other one has his melter right there. But yeah, that's my miniature of Hellblade.
Sick.
And I think Hendo, I think they just might be. I mean, they're killing it. I mean, we'll get through them in these slides, but it's nuts.
Is that's Dante?
No, that's just
Sanguine Guard.
Yeah.
There you go. Okay.
All. I did my best to try to keep them sort of together, but they got all over the place. Tristan, what is up, dude? How's everything on the other side of the world?
We should be kind of explaining, because you guys played Blood Angels, and some of these guys don't know what each chapter actually means. But if you were to introduce the Blood Angels to somebody in a really quick description, how would you separate them from other Space Marines? What's their jam besides being red?
They're
psychotic vampire Marines.
Yeah. They're the fast Marines.
Okay, so Black Templars, who are black and white, what was their jam?
Black Templars are fanatical zealots.
There we go. So we've mentioned, because there's a lot of chapters, and if Shane rolls through this, I imagine we'll see a few, right?
Well, let me just what's happening?
Now we got somebody that can break some shit down for some people.
What's going on?
We play the game, we know what's going on, but Wraith has the ticket. Okay, I don't know how he did it, but he blew past all the shit you got to normally do to play Warhammer and just look at the guy. Fucking look at him. Look at that goddamn model next to him. Right? Yeah. Just reach back and just smack away. Fucking you rat bastard.
But what I was going to say about when I describe the Black Templars as fanatical zealots, all Space Marines, the Space Marines by nature are all fanatical zealots. Black Templars are fanatical zealots times 20.
Yeah,
they're next level.
Yeah,
I remember playing the Templars, and I think they were the ones that wouldn't allow psychers when any other army would. They would not.
Yeah.
They'd be like, blow that heretic away.
Yeah, there's like no psychers. It's witchcraft. It's funny though. They allow them to be their astro. What do they call the ones?
Astropath.
Yeah,
astropath. Yeah.
You're not an astropath, but yeah, if you ain't an astropath and you're a psychic, oh no.
Yeah, after we get out of this here warp, you're a piece of crap. Okay, just so you know.
one of their in the last codex that came out, because I think they got another one coming out. One of their rules was like abhor the witch.
Yep.
Yeah. So they're allergic to the psychers. No, they don't play with it.
So, Wraith, how would you explain a Blood Angel to somebody that doesn't have any idea what a Blood Angel is?
They're the best loyalist chapter, hands down. That's what I would say.
But also vampires?
They're kind of space vampires. Kind of.
They're kind of fracked. Really, if you think about it, they got the red thirst. They got
that red thirst ain't no joke. I'm like, oh,
and
man.
that was something when they broke that down in the Horus Heresy.
Yeah,
that was nuts. Like those, it happened in front of
when Sanguinius died.
Oh, that's what gave them fucking not the red thirst, but the other one.
The black. Yeah, the
Black Rage.
Not the blue ball. No.
Yeah. Right. Oh, there you go. Yeah, you're what do you think of the Terminus decree? I've been trying to stay out of it.
You don't. So I'm gonna give you the short answer to this, okay? Because I'm gonna make a quick video with wearing my my cosplay of the Grey Knights. And essentially, I'm going to point to the camera and go, you're wrong about the Terminus decree. Because what would essentially happen if this actually did occur is everybody's saying, oh, the Grey Knights wouldn't be able to deal with the Custodes and the Sisters of Silence. Yes, I agree with that. 100%. Yes. But the problem is, well, here's the thing. The Grey Knights wouldn't be stupid enough to do that. Okay. What the Grey Knights would do is they would go to the Inquisition, which runs the Grey Knights essentially, right? They're a wing of the Order Malleus. They would go to the Inquisition, which would see the return of the Emperor as a play against their power. So they would be hopping at any opportunity to get rid of this new Emperor, right? And the Grey Knights would go, we have this thing where we have to get rid of this new emperor and put him back on the throne, the corpse back on the throne. And the Inquisition would go, that's a great idea. And they would poison the entire Imperium against the emperor, and the Grey Knights would go in at the exact moment that the Inquisition set up, right? And they, with the Ordo Hericus and the Ordo Xenos possible, right? Whatever the Inquisition would need to do.
Okay, we're done talking to him. That's fucking bullshit. No.
I was wondering. I was like, "Hey, what happened?"
And see, this is what happens when you get into Warhammer. There is no easy short answer to nothing. It's this is how it works, and it's
they were what in short answer. Yes, they would do it, but they would use the resources at their hand, because everybody is essentially thinking that the Grey Knights would just bum rush, but they wouldn't. That's not how they work, right? They've kicked the shit out of Angron multiple times. Okay.
Yeah.
So they're equipped to deal with mega powerful entities, unlike any of the other chapters. Even the Custodies have never dealt with anything like Angron.
Okay, so for the uninitiated, we've done it for Blood Angels, we've done it for Black Templars. Give me like a quick snapshot of what the Grey Knights are in like a sentence or less.
Sure.
For somebody who's like, what's different about them?
Grey Knights are demon hunters. So in Warhammer 40K, there's essentially what we were talking about before I jumped on here, where you're using, essentially they're going into hell as part of their warp travel, right? Mm-hmm. In the warp, there's demons. In the demons are obviously demons, so they're not physical. They're kind of physical, but they're not physical. The Grey Knights are equipped psychers. Every single one of them are a psyker, so they have psychic abilities, but they're not influenced and they're not corrupted by the warp based upon their training and such. So, and no Grey Knight has ever been corrupted, ever, in the 10,000 years that they've been around, or 10,000 plus. The entire time they've never had a member corrupted. So they're essentially demon prime. They are the top of the food chain, demon hunters, in any kind of setting you want to talk about. In any kind of setting, they're the top of the line demon hunters, and that's what their job is.
I knew you couldn't do it in 2 sentences or
less. I know. I'm
sorry. It was nice to watch him try.
So
Mephiston there.
Yeah, the top Blood Angel there.
Yeah, Mephiston. Yeah,
he's the top psyker. Yeah.
Yep.
I was gonna say
I was looking for Angron, but he's in here somewhere. Fucking, I was trying to get to a demon.
For 3-star draw, if he's still there, because he's Rowdy, the uninitiated. I'm thinking of for what the Wraith Mace just described. Picture Charles Xavier as a Space Marine. That's it.
Yep.
There you go.
And
well, they all came from different chapters, and Melchador the Sigillite got them all together at the very end of the heresy.
Yep.
Sent them to Saturn, made it so nobody could see Saturn for like 10,000 years, and they all got their gene seed replaced with a gene seed of the Emperor, and that's why they can't be turned, because they're all anathemas.
Yep. It's a good figure, by the way.
Did anybody understand that besides the 3-4 of us here?
Probably not.
Maybe a couple. It sounds like an entire period of time those men don't want to talk about. Like the lights went out and it was just us, and trust us, we were just seed therapy. But it just, the way you described it sounded like a lot of dark, twisted movies. It was good. I liked it.
Yeah, no, it's so good. And I read all the heresy books, so all that is crammed in here. Mm-hmm. I don't even want to know what I had to give up remembering to remember all this dumb shit that I can't really remember anymore.
SoulBrother, did you read the heresy books?
Yes, I haven't. I think I've
Oh, Wraith, that's sick.
The one that Descent of Angels is the last one I'm on.
Oh God, dude, yeah.
Because they still aren't finished, right?
So they did 49-ish books, 46 books.
Yeah,
that led right to
the attack on Terra.
Motorion and all of his boys striking Earth.
Okay.
They were supposed to be the first to make footfall. They weren't really, but they went in, and that's where the original Horus Heresy stopped. And there was a bunch of novellas and shit that went into it.
Mhm.
And then they did the Solar War, which was 7-8 books. And then they did The End and the Death, and that was 4 books.
Yep.
With the death of the Emperor and how all that went down. And now they're going to do another set of books.
Yep.
For the Scouring, which is when all the Loyalist Marines went after all of the other traitor Marines.
Yep.
See,
That's going to be awesome.
So even that is a head trip. Me just saying that out loud to other people, like that is like nerd level plus, guys. Fucking it makes me sick to my stomach that I know this nerd shit. I love it. I can't get enough of it. Fucking
I think I'm the one here that has to confess I haven't read one page of the Horus Heresy. Not one.
You're good. You're good, man. You don't really, I mean, if you're into 40K, you don't really need 30K.
No, it's I love the models for the 30K. I understand the principle. I'm fine with it. I am a big fan of Dan Abnett, and I know he kicked it off, but I am diehard. Gaunt's Ghosts is my jam for him, and every time I see him write anything that isn't Gaunt's Ghost, I feel like it's just going to be that much longer for me to wait. But is that Eisenhorn? Eisenhorn or
Garrow, Knight of Grey,
of course.
Nathaniel Garrow.
Now,
isn't it, correct me because it's been a minute since I read it.
Sure.
Isn't he the one that almost got beat to death because
he sure is.
Dorn didn't want to believe that Forrest turned on him?
Yep. Yeah, exactly. And he was a Death Guard. Like he was right there when it all happened.
Yep. Yeah, and he came back. Yeah, I remember.
Favorite of Mortarion.
He was telling Dorn, like, hey, Horus done lost his mind. He done turned. And
Flight of the Eisenstein. Yeah, that was
Flight of the Eisenstein. Yeah, exactly. Right.
That's crazy stuff.
By the way, spoiler, guys, officially here, Mortarion is going to be coming as a 40K JoyToy before the end of the year.
Nice, dude.
You know who I saw today, and I almost picked it up just to do it tonight, but I was like, that would be too much. Lehman Russ.
Oh, he's out there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I saw him.
I didn't get a picture of him in here. I don't think.
Yeah, I could have brought him home.
But there's Angron.
Like, there's Angron. Yeah,
that thing's
Oh God, dude. Let me tell you something about Angron. I don't know if you guys have seen like the pictures of him and how actually big he is, but he is like, dude, he's so huge, and those wings, dude. The only thing I worry about with this figure is the stand, because they constantly show the stand up his ass. So I'm worried that the wings are too heavy for the model, and that's why they have the stand constantly there. But this guy is absolute monster. He's like 2 feet tall.
100% agree. I'm looking at it right now, Wraith, and like I said, like if you look at Cadian handballs, that ball and socket, and if you look at that wing, it looks like it's using ball and socket, and I think you're right. The wings look like they're probably too heavy for that socket.
Yeah, he's going to be so front heavy. What I'm hoping is that tail has like 5 pounds on it to hopefully balance it up.
The slide earlier, you saw him from behind. They had that huge rear support base, right? Like he's got a really thick, clear base piece to support him. That thing.
Yep.
Oh, damn it. Stop pushing buttons. There it is.
It's like a big piece of goldfish crap.
Dude, he looks absolutely amazing. They did what was it, a couple of days ago, they did a sizzle trailer on JoyToy, JoyToy's official YouTube channel. And so they did a sizzle trailer and I did a reaction to it. But it looks absolutely amazing, dude. Absolutely insane. The wings, dude. It's so one thing that I'll say about JoyToy, because I sold more than half of my collection last year. So I had G.I. Joe Classified, I had Mythic Legions. So like I sold like almost everything. And I've concentrated on just JoyToy Warhammer 40K. This past year has been insane with the amount of stuff that we've gotten. We're going to get another one of these Imperial Knights, House Raven, before the end of the year. You're supposed to get it in December. Okay?
The red one, right?
Correct. The House Raven one.
Earlier,
what did that run you, Wraith Mace? What did that run you?
This was 800.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
But one of the cool things is having a YouTube channel. You get special perks for it. I'll leave it at that. So
maybe I get like you one day, bro, because I ain't there yet.
Go, yeah,
dude. It's not hard, dude. It's not hard. But
no, see, I went GI Joe when I knew in my heart it should have been a Warhammer channel. For years, I wanted to do a Warhammer channel, and it was so much coming out of my head that I couldn't narrow it down. And when I finally stopped with Warhammer, everything aligned itself, and I was able to actually do stuff. Whereas I'd be like, oh yeah, and the Emperor this, and fucking Perturabo that, and fucking Angron, and fucking Karn, and Karn did this, and yeah, no, fucking, I couldn't be that guy because fuck.
I think the difference between what you would, like a guy like you or a guy like me would tackle 40K with on a channel is a guy like Wraith Mace didn't join because of the tabletop game. He found it through another medium, and then the toy. And the tabletop is an afterthought, right? So, but look at his market. Who is it? It's the video game market saying, yes, we embrace the 40K this way. That's why he's so successful. Our discussion about the tabletop game is just an added bonus.
The reason Wraith is successful is because he is passionate.
Yeah.
Passionate about Warhammer.
I'm a good hype man.
I'm still passionate about Warhammer, but that he's in the early stages of passion for this product.
Games Workshop didn't put his fingers up yet. And that,
right, yeah, no, but Games Workshop's got 2 fucking arms up my ass, fucking working my mouth like a puppet, fucking over here.
What's funny? Go ahead.
For me, I was just gonna say it's not.
I tried,
even though I enjoy playing the game. Let's just say if there wasn't a game to be played,
right?
The lore and the painting and putting together the figures is that for me. To me. Outweighs the game, that's what I enjoy most about it is the lore and putting together and painting the figures. The game is just oh, you can play as a game too,
What's really interesting about Warhammer 40K is it has so many avenues for you to get into now, right? You can like painting. You can like putting the figures to the miniatures together. You can like the competitive game. You can like the lore. You can like the books. You can like the videos. Now you can like the video games. And now you can like the action figures, right? Because JoyToy is absolutely destroying it with these figures. Like the one thing I'll comment on the Imperial Knight, we have 2 Imperial Knights. We have the Primarchs and so on. These Imperial Knights, if this was Hasbro, this would have been HasLabs. This would have been 2 years out. They announced this pre-orders, and 6 to 8 months later we got it. Same thing with the new House Raven Imperial Knight. We're gonna have this 6 months later, and there's no fan putting money into it. Everything is pre-order. You can get your shit with never having to worry about like being sold out. They have it. Okay. You don't have stress.
No, there are models that are sold out, but you have a chance.
Well, like, I'm saying for the figures.
It's not fucking, G.I. Joe where it's sold out in 12 seconds. Like I went to fucking just click, here's my card info, and it was gone. Like, no, there's none of that.
Yep. And what's funny is I have a 6,000 point SoulBrother. I have a 6,000 point Grey Knights miniature army. So it's fully professionally painted. I have it. I planned on playing the tabletop game, but that didn't happen. But yeah, I have it and I love it. I absolutely love it.
Dude, Ray said he was starting a channel. I sent him models right away. Like, here's a box of stuff to fucking
computer models, dude.
Just in case fucking here, take these in case you need them.
Yep.
So you mentioned the tabletop really quick. Like you wanted to do tabletop. And the thing is, like, I look at Woody 222 in his basement, right? And he's got that table in the basement. And you could do a game of kill teams. Like, this is what the scale is originally. Like, if you look, man, like, for the uninitiated, this is Acadian in that scale. This is what we're used to on tabletop games. But you could do the kill teams, those small kill matches with these. It'd be the best photography session for a game recap you've ever seen in your life.
Oh yeah, dude.
Wraith, do you want to tell Crow what I keep telling you every time I say I'm coming up there?
Dude, we're gonna do a kill team with
have to.
Videos. Dude, I have like
He's got them all. He's got everything you need.
No, thank God I don't have them all because I wouldn't have a marriage right
Well,
now.
you got.
But I have enough. I have.
Plenty. You have plenty.
Yeah, I have enough. I have over 200 figures. So actually, what I'm going to do, I'm off of work. I'm off of work next week.
Hold on, right quick.
I'm off of work next week. So what I'm planning on doing is I'm going to set up my my garage area. I have an entire peg wall set up, and I'm going to live stream as I set up the entire collection on it. So
nice.
Should be a blast. Should be fun.
I'd say it would be fun, but my Cadian representation sucks. It's all artillery and a sentinel. Those things get shot up first round. Where's our Lehman Russ? And don't give me a Chimera. Give me a Lehman Russ.
Oh, that's the other thing. We got tanks. We got tanks, and we got. You saw the Ultramarine troop carrier, the Razorback that's coming. The Rhino.
Yeah.
Was it the Rhino? I thought they did a hover tank, but maybe
no. It's the Razorback.
And they got the Blood Angel Predator.
Yeah,
that's I got two of those. I got two of those. Oh, dude.
There's another Primarch.
So Matt, what's awesome about these Primarch figures is I personally have a thing where I want to have helmeted masks on all of my dudes, right? Even the Primarch. So JoyToy, they didn't come out with helmeted heads for these Primarchs. But a company called Cool Toys Club, which has a secondary site now called WOG Toys, they have custom made heads for these Primarchs, and they are done usually by licensed art or art that's out there, because usually you never see the Primarchs with helmets on them. But they're painted, they fit perfectly on the peg, so they're custom. They're amazing, dude. Amazing.
Sorry, I love it. That is perfect. Every toy collector will love it. I think Shane and I both know this would make GW's head explode if they were in control of this right now. Like,
oh my God.
Change the whole mold.
You're not. Well, the little helmet that Wraith got, the Lieutenant Titus, right?
Yep.
Titus, yeah, the new one, yeah.
Yep. Their Games Workshop, like, they're putting the hammer down. Like, they're like, nope, you went too far.
But I don't know how it actually works, but I'm pretty sure GW has to be getting a little piece of what JoyToy makes, right?
No. Yeah. They're licensed. So they have the license with JoyToy. So JoyToy, why these figures look so amazing is because they're giving them essentially the plans for the miniatures, right? So they're able to base the figures off of what the miniatures are. They're coming from Games Workshop because they have a partnership with them. Same thing with that Titus mask that just came out, right? That roleplay mask. It's all licensed. So JoyToy is a great partner with Games Workshop. Again, dude, the amount of shit that's coming out, it blows anything any American toy company makes. It's absolutely just the quantity of stuff that comes out is insane.
So I agree and I disagree because what I'm seeing is a majority of it is marine based, right? The Xenos, they get a bit of love, but they don't get very much.
They got some love. That was the other slideshow, was the Xeno stuff. But it's Warhammer, man. The 90% of it is marine.
So here's
and
what
the rest is niche.
Here's what happened. JoyToy, when they first came out with this product in about 2020, 2019, they did a bunch of orcs. They did the what's the name?
Tau. They did Tau.
They did the Tau. They also did the Necron. Correct. Yeah. Now the problem is at that point, everybody just wanted more Space Marines, right? They wanted more chapters. So the reception to all of those Xenos figures that came out was not super positive, right? They did not sell out. So JoyToy then turned around and just based upon what the market wanted, they just blew it up with Space Marines, and they're absolutely killing it.
And they redesigned the Space Marines. They're not the same.
Oh yeah, let me show you.
The very first couple of runs are not the same as what we're getting now.
No, and I agree. Like, oh, sorry, I cut off SoulBrother. Go ahead.
No.
Oh no, I ain't saying it.
Oh, it's cut off somebody.
Here, let me show you. Let me give you an idea. Okay.
Yeah.
If you can blow me up, Shane, I'm going to show So this is the first release of the Victrix guards for Space Marines, right?
Okay, hit this button over here.
So this is the Victrix guard. Okay, this is the first release. This came out about maybe 4 years ago, right? And now here is the figure, the Victrix guard based on Space Marine 2. Okay, they look like little brothers. Okay.
So
This figure is way bigger, has better, just the mold is better. They look like little kids. The original figures look like little kids compared to the new ones.
We'll just say the new ones are Primaris.
Yeah, I mean, even saying it's Primaris, the height is just way too much.
But
the scale is like crazy right now.
Yeah, they rescaled them is what they did, and it really they've done amazing. There's your brother.
Oh, there's Voldus. There we go.
Now I got this model when I bought that model.
Oh yeah, Gilliman and Voldus.
When I got Gilliman, it came with him, and it came with the other guy. Yeah, it was a 3-pack of models, but it came with him, and you're gonna love this shit, Wraith. I cut that hammer apart to give to somebody else. And then I went back and I was like, fuck, where'd that hammer go? I'm trying to build this model now. Like literally, I cut right above the hand. I cut that hammer right off and gave it to somebody else that needed a hammer in my army.
These Grey Knight figures from JoyToy, a combination of Cascade Demon Hunter, which is one of the best games I've ever played. I put about 900 hours into it, and I'm old as fuck. Okay, and I've been playing video games for a long time. So these models are like perfectly for the miniatures, and they're also for the video game. So I played Cascade Demon Hunters, was a huge Grey Knight fan because of that game, because they mainly are only about the Grey Knights. And then JoyToy came out with the Grey Knight figure models that you're seeing, and I was just done. Like I started reading about them, and they're my favorite. They're my favorite chapter. So,
well, there was one of the models I gave you, 1-to-1. What this is 1-to-1. Like this was we had squads of this guy back in the day because that's all we had. There was like 4 different types of Grey Knights back in the day. Like, and that's what you got. Like you didn't get much.
And that Terminator helmet.
Yeah, that Terminator helmet is cool as shit.
Yeah.
Oh, look at you, you bastard.
Tell you, man.
Love it. I love it.
I'm all in. This is my new purity seal, by the way. I'm gonna send you out and crow these. Oh yeah, the Emperor's Champ. This is a great figure. By the way, I heard SoulBrother. I heard you talking about the Black Templars before. I actually really like the Black Templars, but I'm staying away from them because I have a particular rule on what I collect. So I have 3 chapters, 3 trader chapters, and 3 non-trader chapters, right? Loyalist chapters. And so the Black Templars were not one of the ones I picked. I know if I buy one of them, I'm done. I'm going to buy them all. Because I bought... Go ahead.
Oh, that was a point I wanted to bring up tonight too. Is this is what makes it different collecting this from say G.I. Joe Classified or Marvel, right? Like you have a roster of characters of Marvel and a bunch of individuals, but G.I. Joe gives you a little bit of troop building ability, like just a little bit. And anybody from the 40K world is like, that's such a trap. And when you see these, you're like, I have to pick 1, maybe 2 factions. I cannot collect all of them the way I do with G.I. Joe Classified. Like you can buy Joanne Cobra and Dreadnoks and not worry. Here it's like, I try keeping up with 12 different Marine chapters plus the Xenos, you know.
Yeah, if you go way back and look in my history of fucking videos, if you can go through enough of that shit, you will find my armies in there.
I saw. I remember.
Yeah, like I tried back then, and I was just like, and at the time, those were my biggest videos, and I was still like, I got to get away from fucking Warhammer.
I think, but for me, if it's just a money thing, like if let's just say if I wasn't into action figures, you know, I would have multiple Warhammer armies. But like me and Shane was talking before, there's just so much what I deem to be good action figure product out now. I mean, it's
SoulBrother, just get totally into JoyToy. That's all you need to
do. Yeah, I mean, but see, I'm an old school comic.
Don't listen to him. Don't listen to him. Don't listen to
him. I'm an old school comic head, and I got to have my heroes.
I do too, dude. I'm 48, dude. I'm almost 50 years old. Okay, so I know exactly what you're talking about. That lion figure, by the way, top 3 Primarchs that they've released. Absolutely,
this is my favorite head sculpt out of the 3.
Yeah, I love
The
the
hood with the
mask
beard.
with it. Dude, he has a rotating neck joint, like a tilting neck joint. It's dude, unbelievable. The figures and what's crazy is these figures aren't that far off from the price of an unpainted, unput together miniature.
Right.
That's what doesn't make sense.
Right.
Yeah. And there's the
Believe
GW
it.
rub. But SoulBrother, I would just say you're a lot like me. I can't commit to this line for the reasons we've all stated. There's like so many great ones, right? And I'm just happy they're out there.
Yeah.
I would just say get 3 of your favorite Black Templars, and that would be enough. I guarantee you would look at them every day on the shelf.
Oh no!
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
I
Every
do.
day.
He's got 'em.
Whether
you've got 'em.
I was talking about the miniature armies.
Oh, the miniatures. Oh, okay. Yeah.
You know, I would have because like I said, as a matter of fact, I'm probably going to do it anyway. I'm probably going to start the Dark Angel army again, you know, because that was my first. So that would be, I got my Black Templars, I got Black Legion, I got Imperial Fist, and now I'm going to have Dark Angels, you know. So
hold on one sec, SoulBrother, because what we're going to see, we just saw Perturbo come out, more officially, like the announcement of Perturbo for the Iron Warriors. We're going to see, probably this year, most likely, we're going to see Vulcan, and we're going to see the Salamanders, dude. And they just released the Alpha Legion a couple months ago. I was not a fan of the Alpha Legion. Now I'm a fucking fan of the Alpha Legion. Okay, I just literally made a hat and a shirt with the logo.
All they gotta do is crack into that lore, and it's fucking.
That's it, man. And look, and that was
I need it. Give me more. Give me more.
I thought about starting Salamander. I mean, because that's just how much I dig, you know, put them together. But I mean, but I gotta, you know, look, like I was saying, I got JoyToy turtles. You know, I got.
I have those too. Those are awesome.
Oh man, they so fire.
I have Shredder. I just got Slash, dude. They're amazing.
Deathcore Krieg there, yeah.
That Shredder and the Foot Clan. Oh my goodness, man.
That Shredder, dude. That Shredder is what I wanted Shredder to be like when I was in the 80s, dude.
Exactly.
That is an absolutely insane figure. Absolutely insane.
I fucking love these.
I did dude. I did that whole video was for you, Crow. Do you remember the?
Yeah,
the
I saw it. Yeah,
dude. I reviewed all of the Krieg, all of the Astra Militarum, all the artillery, the Walker, everything on that video.
It took me 4 tries to get through that video, Wraith, just because I was like, I want this shit. I gotta get it. And that whole when Sanguinius came out, fucking thank God he sold out. Oh my God, dude. Fuck, I'm dying over here. Like, no, I know what this is gonna lead to. I know what this is gonna do to my life.
Dude, what's funny is I wanted a 4-inch line, which is kind of one of the reasons why I went to JoyToy Warhammer also, because I was like, hey, these are smaller. I could do more with them. My favorite figures now are the 6-inch figures because the Primarchs are literally over 6 inches. So like, dude, I just bought 2 of Alfurious because one is going to be in my Omegagon, and then on WOG Toys I bought 2 of the unhelmeted heads with the tattoos of the Hydra on the face, dude. Freaking awesome, dude. It's so and the custom pieces, dude, they're so great. You go to WOG Toys, they're like $15-20 fully painted. They fit perfectly on the peg. You don't have to put any kind of stupid sticky tack, dude. Absolutely amazing.
Yeah, Alfurious and Omegon, they are twins, and it is.
They don't know that though. Nobody knows
that. You just gotta.
The same person.
Their whole chapter looks like them.
It's either they're 2 people or it's fucking Fight Club.
Right.
I swear to God, the way they wrote that book, it's either they're 2 people or it's Fight Club, and he's talking to him fucking self, and you don't know it.
Dude, that's what's
so good.
Anybody
this is one of my favorite armies as well. These fucking jacked up.
I have this one, the Medic. I have that one.
Oh, nice.
The Scions are awesome. Anybody who's listening to this, if you just dip your toe, find something that you like, Okay, think of an army, or think of something that you like as far as like visually, and then go search it and see if they have it for Warhammer. 99% of the time they're going to have it. And then all you have to do is just get one JoyToy figure or one miniature or watch one lore video. Play one video game.
Start with the lore videos, guys, and you will just
and you're done.
The thing about, like, if I were to break this down for a kindergartner, it's basically Warhammer 40K is Dungeons and Dragons meets every goddamn science fiction space movie you've ever seen. So if you liked Terminator, go Necrons. If you liked Aliens, go Tyranid. If you like Lord of the Rings, go Eldar. Right? If you like Star Trek, go Tau. You know,
if you like fish people, go Tau.
Think of it like this: Warhammer 40,000 is 30-something thousand years from our present time, and they've expanded to the entire universe, essentially, like as much. So, think about the breadth of that for a minute. You have billions upon billions of planets that haven't even been searched from what Warhammer has out there. So they have absolutely everything you can think of.
Yes, Event Horizon is just like going through the warp.
That's like going through the warp. Yeah, you're right. There's
Perturbo. No astropath. Dude, they lost their astropath. That's what happens, right?
Dude, Perturbo looks amazing.
They lost the friggin' Geller field.
Yeah.
Dude,
so
go
ahead. Oh, go ahead. No, this model. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say, look at the bolt. Look at the bolter belts on the back and the connected. Those are amazing, dude. If I don't know if you have a shot of, there you go.
There it is. Yeah.
They look amazing, and they're not popping off. They're not like G.I. Joe Classified. This shit is on there. They're not coming off. It's not going to pop off. You're not going to get cheap shit. Again, you're going to pay about $100 for this, but this is a big dude. He's probably maybe 8 to 10 inches tall.
I can't wait till they make his robotic guardians, and you're going to need 4 of them, but they're going to look dope.
Well, I got the Terminators coming next week. For the
nice. This is a great picture and example of what is bringing me back into 40K. If I do the tabletop, and I'm waiting to see them on JoyToy, squats are back and they look amazing. I can't remember what they're called now, but
they're squats.
They're
Lords of Votan.
Yeah, Lords of Votan. My God, I want that army.
Yeah, they were Lords of Votan. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and I read up on the lore of what where they've retconned them, and it's beautiful. Yeah,
supposedly they're doing dark squats now. So
that would make sense.
Waiting to see how they finally pull that in. Fucking
it's
Voltan. There it is. Yeah.
So Wraith Mace, you might not have understood that reference, but in the game in the 80s, they used to have dwarves, a faction of dwarves in 40K, and they were called the Squads, and they weren't selling. They wouldn't sell. People didn't like playing them, I guess, or something like that. So they copped out because they were a smaller company at the time. And because they had a small market with small critique, all they had to say was, yeah, the Tyranid ate them. And everyone went, okay. And for 30 years, no one could field dwarves in this game. And they were coming out of things like Warhammer and Age of Sigmar or other affiliated games.
Fantasy.
Going, where's my dwarves, man? No, you don't get dwarves.
They refused. And then one fucking, what was it? One white dwarf later, fucking here we are.
So the lore is how they retconned it is they said that all the squats were sent out on these exploratory district missions, right?
Yep.
They've come back, but they have the Men of Iron and all these mechanized robots that are sentient AIs working with them, and that's their army now. So when you showed the last one with the Gatling guns, that's all I thought of is those robots, man, are going to look amazing.
There's the Razorback. Dude,
yes.
I'm not an Ultramarine fan, even though I have some goddamn Ultramarines, but so I'm not getting this. I'm not getting this one. I'm getting 2 of the Predator tanks.
The problem I have with that statement, I'd paint the shit out of this thing.
No, fuck. Dude, they're gonna come out again. Dude, I'm telling you, the breadth of figures and stuff. It's like 3 times the amount, if not 4. I would say 4 times what G.I. Joe Classified has released this year. Just in the last 6
more
months.
Goddamn time. No.
And the problem, so you mentioned G.I. Joe Classified. Look how much reuse goes on to G.I. Joe Classified, and try and narrow down some reuse on JoyToy. Like, good luck.
The Horus Heresy figures, Crow, they are insane, dude. The models on them, on the JoyToy figures based upon the tabletop Horus Heresy game, absolutely insane, dude.
But look how the front folds down, and looks like you can almost put a figure in there. Fucking, I can't wait.
Yeah, they have light up
driver.
sides there. Dude, so again, they
back in third edition they had crew. Sorry, Wraith. They had crew back in the day. Like it was, it was insane. Yeah, it was insane.
Yeah, these again. Right now is the best time to jump into Warhammer, because what's going to happen is with the Henry Cavill series that's going to be coming out in probably about a year and a half, there's going to be such an explosion. There's already started with the Secret Level episode, but there's going to be such an explosion for this IP because they've handled Games Workshop. You could say what you want as far as like they're handling how their practices and how they make money, but they've handled their IP perfectly. There's such a huge history, dude.
Yeah, they didn't let it out willy-nilly either. They took, and if you had their IP and you fucked around with it, they took it right back. Like there's a clause somewhere that's like,
there's the House Raven
clause,
dude. It's the size of a small child.
On the Henry Cavill thing, it occurred to me, like, it's been in our faces all this time, the perfect Hollywood introduction to the Warhammer 40K through the Cavill. And it's not anything to do with the Heresy or the Marines.
No,
it's the Commissar Cyphus Kane. The way they write Cyphus Kane, the guy who's trying to stay out of battle but keeps falling into the worst war zones possible.
The coward that's the hero of the Imperium. I fucking love those books.
That's a 2.5 hour trilogy set. All you need, and you could fight every faction out there. And this guy just trying to be like, "Fuck my life," you know.
610, what's up, brother? Yeah, it's just he tries to run away and he gets right in the thick of it, and it's good stuff. He's the biggest coward in the world.
He's a commissar, swindler, con man who just is all about protecting himself and living the lap of luxury, and even has a little kick me go-to guy that does everything for him. And he just walks himself into the worst case scenarios and becomes a legendary hero each time for some fluke.
Yeah,
like that is the gist of it.
It's good stuff. It really is.
Yeah.
But
by the way,
Kelvin said the best thing. He's like, "Who do I play?" There's so many good people.
Just
he's like, do I play a Primarch? Do I play Eisenhorn? Do I play Caphias Kane? Who do I play? You know, he's like, I get one pick, maybe two if I'm lucky, but I get one pick at it.
What are you gonna say about this?
I think it's well. This is $100 cheaper than the Imperial Knight that I have. So this is the exact same model, exact same amount of parts. They put the Imperial Knight house. Oh, shit, I forget the house, but they put the blue one out originally at $800, and it was kind of a test to see how the market was. Did an amazing job. They sold a ton of these, so they dropped the price by $100. So now this one is $699 compared to the $799 for this one that I bought.
And that's the pilot that comes with it. Now, is that JoyToy scale pilot, or is that the smaller scale?
That is your figures for the Estra Militarum. That is the exact same size.
Yeah.
So this thing is about the size of a Rottweiler.
Yeah, look at I put it up to I disappear when I put it on the camera.
Yep.
I did a video like unboxing this thing. Dude,
it gets a little confusing. It gets a little confusing for scale because I keep thinking of the actual Game Top models, which look exactly alike, and it's hard to peg down. Yeah,
Game Top's about this big. I mean, it's almost a foot tall.
Yep.
And I lucked into one of those. A buddy of mine bought the box set that came with 3, and I got one of them, and that's the one that I got.
And
right there, 100%.
That's about what, 700?
Yeah, so the house, so this one is $799. The House Raven, the red one, is $699. So it's $100 cheaper and just went up for pre-sale.
Does it? Oh, does the House Raven not come with the pilot?
No, it does. Comes with the pilot.
Oh, wow.
Comes with lighter features, also everything as well.
Oh,
everything. And dude,
insane.
Dude, I just again, like I see the stuff that's going on with the HasLab currently with the
I was just thinking,
No,
where's
no.
this bivouac? It doesn't come with a bivouac though.
Dude,
It doesn't come with eggs and sausage.
there's no
okay?
bullshit.
There's no eggs and sausage.
Bullshit. It's
Didn't
just
the
shit that
HasLab
you
just
want.
now fund? Didn't I think I saw that it just funded today,
It did.
right?
Yep.
Yeah,
So-
it finally crossed the line.
So
Whether or not it hits all the tiers is yet to be determined. It's got 6 days left, and it's slow crawl.
How much is the snowcat?
325.
325. Okay, so essentially two snowcats or one of these.
I'm not getting one snowcat because I really wouldn't fit. I mean,
So
My-
Woody, here's how tall it is. Okay.
My phalanx with the turret is less than this, and it's the same size.
Yeah.
This is how tall it is. It's over 2 feet tall. I work out, thank God, because this thing weighs about 15, 20 pounds. But this is
Okay.
how big it is.
Now these
So-
are the baby titans. These aren't the
No.
big guys.
No,
these are
these
just
are
the
not.
little guys.
So
And-
SoulBrother
and
and Shane and SoulBrother, remember when we were talking about Jada and how great they were, and I said I could do this with mine? Your turn. No, you can't do that with yours.
Not
Mine's
good.
fine.
you probably,
There
you
it
probably
is.
could do it with one of these, but
Nope.
I
Not
wouldn't
gonna.
even. Nope.
I
So-
can't do it with the 1-inch miniatures. You kidding me, Crow? Fucking things go
Yeah.
plink to plink to plink, and fucking swords go this way, arms go that way, the head goes this way. If you're lucky, it stays on,
Yeah.
but normally it don't.
I drop one of these, and I swear to God, I can feel the guys at Games Workshop running towards my house to come jack me up.
Actually, so I've had, because I have the majority of a lot of my collection behind me, and I've had them fall
There it
off.
is. There
Uh,
it is.
That's truth.
What?
Get on it, JoyToy. What the hell?
So I've had figures dive. I've never had a figure break, and
Okay.
the only thing that broke for me was Valdor's spear that he came with,
Ah.
Constantine Valdor. And what's hysterical about it is, so I do a weekly JoyToy news show on Sunday nights at 11 o'clock, and on that
Yes, sir.
show, I always go over the WOG toy stuff, and I know the Cool Toys Club owner, so I'm always talking. And then one of the shows is like, yeah, I broke the spear. I need you guys to make one so I can buy one. The next week, the freaking spear was on the thing for sale. Dude, it was like $20 compared to like if I was going
That
to
is
buy a brand new
awesome.
Valdor.
I remember you showing that spear off. Nice.
Yeah.
That's a great story behind it.
You don't get that with Mezco.
Dude,
Oh.
and Paturbo just officially announced. We've been so much hype. We've been waiting for him to come out because the Iron Warriors were announced about 3 months ago. So Paturbo was just announced the other day. I did a video kind of like just reviewing like the stuff about it. And I also did a section afterwards of all the places you can buy the figures from, and then also to show the best prices. So LT Cave, all of a sudden this morning came out with a video. They dropped their price down to meet the lowest price of Cool Toys Club. So
That's insane.
dude, it's awesome, dude. It's so great. Again, that's the Predator. I bought 2 of those. Dude, it's dude, I'm telling you right now, if you want to get into Warhammer 40K and JoyToy, it is the absolute perfect time, dude.
So now
Absolutely
you can see, Shane, you can see the driver's compartment now where it unfolds. So that's so
Yep.
you can have some diorama with your driver, right?
Yep.
But
Yeah, it's gotta
it's
be.
funny, Shane, I know, and SoulBrother, you'll probably agree with me. Eh? Like they're awesome to look at on for like the JoyToy scale. I don't think I've ever cared less on the 40K table
I
when I've
know.
seen one of these. Be like, I don't care, shoot it.
I know.
right.
It's a Razorback, blow it up.
Dude, my favorite line, and it's gotten me in so much trouble at tournaments and shit. Like I'll be on a roll and I'll be like, "Get that off my table! Get that off my table! Get that off my table!" And people look at you like, "You motherfucker!"
There's
I'm gonna
nothing
come
more
across your
aggravating.
table in a minute.
So there's nothing more aggravating playing Imperial Guard with their like really weak las rifles, and you're
Oh.
shooting at Imperial, or you're shooting at Space Marines whose dice save is essentially 3 and up on a 6-sided dice that they're fine, and
You don't even get a cover save. Their
And
save is
s-
so good.
and it's not bad enough to get dropped off on this thing, and this thing has like friggin' Wolverine claw density armor and all this other stuff. You're like, can't win. Space Marines, just bring it.
Yeah, that's the idea.
Oh, Redemptor. I have that too behind
Yeah.
me, dude.
I remember when this model came out, I had to fucking have it. And there was 2 versions. You see the little missile launcher on the top of his head there?
Mm-hmm.
You had to buy a certain version of this in game to get that little missile launcher. And it was such a fucking pain in the ass. Games Workshop website works like this. You think you have problems with Pulse? Fuck. Pulse is a fucking heaven sent next to fucking trying to find shit off of Games Workshop's website.
Yeah.
Look at the size of that. That's the size of fucking Crow's cat.
There's a redemption. Dude, this is such a, and this came out 4 years ago. This is such a great figure. Again, the attention to detail, the paint work on this, especially some of the earlier stuff. You have such good paint work on these larger models, even the figures. Just absolutely amazing, dude.
The water slide, these are water slide decals on the miniatures, and to have it actually painted, yes, it's Crow said it. They're demon painted fucking models. I mean, it's amazing.
The only criticism I would give them at this point, and it's not even a harsh one, is they should feel free to get into the, like when you look at Deathcore or Krieg, all their Muddy Planet battled main troops. So Deathcore, Orcs, get into the heavy weathering more because they're great looking. They should be more confident to do more weathering. I find a lot of their war, like gritty frontline troops are always pristine looking, and I'm like, no, give me some weathering.
Now, if you're talking Death Courts of Creed and Guard, absolutely. But with Space Marines, it's the shitty thing about it. When they're not fighting and not training, they're polishing their armor.
Yeah, I can accept that,
like
but
I know exactly what you're saying. If they came out with a line of like dirty Marines.
So Crow, this figure, the Relic Secundus armor from the Space Marine 2, compared, you can't see it because it's a bit darker, but I just did a review yesterday, a live review on this one. This one's dirtied up. So there's all blood on the power on the, even though the chainsaw is too small, but they dirtied this figure up. It has more of a grayish blue. It's all dirt on the bottom of the boots. If you compare this to the other Space Marine 2 figures like Titus, Galadriel, or Charion, this is much more dirty than the other blue colors of the figure. So they're starting to do that.
Good. Thank you.
Stuff up the armor.
Thanks for showing that, because I mean, like, I understand what Shane was saying. Yes, they keep their armor immaculate, but any toy collector, and especially toy photographers, there's that snapshot image you want in your head, and just pristine doesn't always cut it, right? So that's cool. Yeah.
And here's the Blood Angel, the Paladins from the Horse Heresy, and this is what I'm talking about as far as this is the Terminator armor. This is what I'm talking about as far as like the detail and everything that's on these figures, dude. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing, dude. Unbelievable figures.
It's Warren Worthington III for 40K right there.
Oh my god! If Warren had a fucking sense about him, it would be.
Yeah, just one more image change for a character.
The Emperor's favorite son.
Let's not besmirch Warren Worthington, because now somebody had the good sense to turn him into an actual good character, Archangel, which is Archangel.
Well, yeah, I mean, he had to kill himself completely first.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah. There was the apocalypse factor in there.
Yeah.
So that's one of the better upgrades in modern comic history is Angel to Archangel.
Yep.
Definitely got a point there.
We'll have to talk about Psylocke another day.
Woo! Okay.
So the wings on this one is why I brought up Warren, obviously, but that's a neat. So do you have this one, Wraith? Of course, he said knowing he probably damn well does, because it's are they the same as how Marvel Legends makes their rotation on the wings, or is there something different at play?
Totally different. You can see how it's there's actually ball pegs on there, and all the wings fold in. So you can fold this in. There's different portions of how the wings fold in.
And there's 3 sets of wings. Like on each one, there's one, the base up against, and then there's one more, and then the wings that go out to the tip.
Okay. No, so I'm not convinced yet. I'm trying to see. Okay, can you flay yours out into flying positions? Like, let's have a wing off. I already know yours is better. I'm just trying to see where they differ because they seem very the same. So,
I
like,
like
do you
Angel
have
too, Dan.
no? But I'm trying to. Well, on the back, are they ball pegged in, or they
Yeah, they're ball
like?
pegged in.
Can they rotate outwards towards you?
Oh, I see what you're saying. I haven't actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can. They can
Okay.
if I want to try it. Yeah, they can move it on the in. They can move inside and outside, so you can have them pinned back if you wanted to. I haven't really tried.
Insane.
Okay. Yeah.
This is what I was saying. This is that extra helm from Wog Toys, where it's just instead of having the unhelmeted head of the Primarch, I picked up. Actually, this was by Recon Rage. He was on the show and he sent me a box. He sent me this extra head, but I have another helm for him based upon the art of these Primarchs. Again, dude, like there's so much shit. There's just so much stuff you can do with this.
It doesn't stop, man. It doesn't stop.
No. Oh, speaking of doesn't stop, gentlemen, I'm gonna have to probably bow out of here in a couple of minutes because my son is past curfew.
Oh, go get him, Crow.
Yeah, but no, it's
Uh-oh.
been fun talking and hanging out with you guys. But yeah, I'm gonna do that, and then I'm probably come back and join the chat. But don't forget also a little bit later on tonight, Shane Punk's Pit's on as well tonight, eh?
That's the idea. But yeah, guys, seeing how you're leaving early instead of waiting to the end, I'm going to bring it to you first. What do you think about next week?
Yeah, next week for sure. Anything, man. I'm retired, so I'm good to go on any of this.
All right, brother. We got
Later,
lunch.
Crow.
Sorry, boys. I didn't expect the kid to stay past curfew, but now I got to
No,
go
you're
crack the
good.
whip.
We got talking. You almost got caught.
Yeah.
Go get him.
Okay, later, guys.
Later, Crow.
Peace.
And there's
Oh,
Dante.
that's too much. Yeah, this Dante. Oh my fuck. Fuck. So good.
I'm showing
So
blood
good.
needles. I'm gonna keep grabbing from behind me, dude.
Telling you, man. No, fucking this is just
great figure.
so fucking amazing. This is
it's
why
art.
I'm not. This is why I haven't, because it will. I have an addictive personality.
Dude,
Man, look, you have to. I mean, because it got that way. It got that way with comics. I just had to come to. I'd be like, look, I'm getting too many. I just had to.
Yep.
just pick your chapters. By the way, Crow. By the way, Shane, if you want to buy JoyToy figures for a pretty cheap price on my Discord server, there's a guy named GT, and so he posts on the Discord chat. I made something called AliExpress, and he posts the codes for AliExpress. He got Calgar, the new upgraded version of Calgar, for $39.
Wow.
And he got intercessors for like $12.
Jesus Christ.
So if you ever are interested, I'll shoot you an invite to the Discord. You can come into the disc. You can go right to the discount chat, and you can use the codes. He posts them all the time. He's awesome about that. So again, if you're worried about the price, right? Because a lot of times these figures are double the price compared to like a G.I. Joe Classified. There are ways to get cheaper versions of these figures.
I'm worried about the space.
Just sell shit, dude.
Yeah.
Do what I did.
What keeps telling me. Just get rid of that shit.
I drove
Make more space for more shit.
I drove to North Carolina last year, and I sold my collection, more than 60% of my collection, to Hero Source Toys of Geek Dad Life. So, dude, I'm telling you.
I sold my comic book collection, like flat out. I sold the comics, and I'll go online and somebody will show like, oh, look at this comic. Like, yeah, fuck you. I used to have that. And I have seller's remorse bad. And then I lost a lot of stuff along the way. Didn't even get to sell it. Just lost it. Fucking. And I wake up in the middle of the night, smack the fucking wall. I'm not one for letting go, but bringing more in, I'm all about it. But yeah, it's just, I know that what this will turn into. And that's why I haven't, like, this, what this is all about. Like, this Warhammer, trying to show everybody what Warhammer's about. But especially this being, like, our first episode, if we even if we don't take it any farther, showing off all these JoyToy figures that are just so goddamn good.
I got an alternate head because he doesn't come with a helmet, so I bought a helmet off of WOG Toys for him. Dude, it's just
now a lot of your helmets, they light up, don't they?
So the Space Marine 2 figures, like I showed the Relic Secundus armor, they have in these newer type of figures, they have the light up feature in the head, so you can get the eyes lighting up. On this type of figure, they don't have that. It's just on. They just finished Space Marine 2. The Relic Secundus figure that I showed is the last figure of that particular line. The next thing they're doing with that line, a little bit shorter, is they're going to be doing secret level figures. So from the episode Secret Level, with all of those blade guards that was with Titus, they're going to make all of those, and they're going to have light up helmets and everything, and they're going to make just absolutely amazing amount of stuff. Again, dude, I'm telling you, JoyToy is just like absolutely killing it.
Right. All right. So, Brew, what you want to do, just grab your phone, Google Warhammer 40K in my area. Get on, just go to your local comic book store, game store. Hit or miss, but yeah, most likely, yeah. Look up Games Workshop store in my area and go from there. You will find people there. This game is played on in every country on the planet. Somebody plays this game. They say Warhammer's niche, but it's everywhere. The only continent they don't play it on is
they play it everywhere.
Antarctica, and I'm sure there's a couple of jackasses on Antarctica that have an army that play. You know what I mean? They
brought their collection down, put them to Antarctica.
Yeah, you know, fucking.
Dude, so I even try to dip my toe into the tabletop, especially from the Grey Knights perspective. So what I've done is I've essentially gotten contact with like professional players of the Grey Knights and other professional channels. And like a couple weeks ago, we did like a breakdown for 4 hours on the new Grey Knights Codex. We did the breakdown on the new Armageddon playthrough, the scenario game book that came out. And then when we get next, I think it's like another week or two, when I get the Grey Knights Codex, we're going to do a breakdown on all the points of the updated points for each of the armies. So, and I got the freaking special edition of the Codex, and I didn't have to pay a scalper, dude. I just went on the site.
Awesome, dude. I don't know. Well, actually, I take that back. I know a couple people that have gotten them, but yeah, those are hard to fucking get.
Dude, and
good job, brother.
I got the new combat patrol for the Grey Knights. I have a couple of miniatures. I think next week people keep asking me to do a paint stream, even though I'm freaking horrible. I'm gonna do a paint stream.
Yeah, dude, just have at it. Just have fun with it. That's all. I've been telling you.
I'm ultra birdies. I don't give a shit about messing up, dude.
Yeah, just have a good time, man. Use some of those fucking models I gave you to fuck around with. You know,
those are pewter bottles. Those are cleaned off and perfectly.
Oh, I remember the pewter days.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I remember because of Shane. Shane sent me.
Dude, I got a couple of dreadnoughts. You put one of them in a fucking sock, and you will fuck somebody's life up.
Yeah, you will.
So I have a subscription to Warhammer Plus. So each year I get to pick out free miniatures. So this one I picked out. I got the Inquisitor. Even though I don't. Then I have the I get this for Christmas last year, so I have the Furiosa.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
And then this one is the one my wife bought me like 2 years ago. So I have the and it comes with a couple of models.
Yeah.
So, and I have a couple of several paints and stuff like that. And then I have models, I have paint, I have paint brushes and so on. So next week I'll fit in on my days off. I'll fit in a live stream where I'm doing the painting. So
it's all about having a good time, man. And
yeah, it is.
Dude, you don't know how many times I've sat on this back porch where this entire fucking table that I'm at was covered in miniatures and paint and paintbrushes and cups. I've had a cat jump up on the table that didn't knock anything over. The kid came through the door at Scooby-Doo, knocked off fucking half the table. It was just like, oh.
Yep.
And got over it and went back to painting. That was like for years. That was my release. Fucking, Crow, you want to come back? There we are.
He was home the whole time.
Whoa, no way. That's awesome. Good kid. Good kid.
But by the way, they've made Legos, unofficial Legos of the Warhammer characters. So you can pick these up as well.
I didn't know. I didn't know Legos.
I've seen a couple of them at conventions here and there.
You could buy them online. It was when GW about a month ago went around, did all the copyright strikes to people who are using their IP and creating stuff. They hit Linus Toys, and they're based in China, I believe. And they had on their website, they didn't give a shit. They had like sisters, they had Grey Knights, they had Blood Angels, they had Ultramarines, they had entire sets using like the logo of Warhammer. They didn't give a shit. They had to take all this shit down. But before they did, I bought like 12 of them.
Yeah.
So I'm set.
Lego was really strict about not doing war properties for the longest time in history. And then as soon as Star Wars came, they lost all footing on what they should be doing. Right? So
good. Look at that picture of his freaking tag picture. Holy shit, that's awesome looking.
Looks Nurgle.
God damn it. Oh yeah, it does. But yeah, I mean there's no way to cut it. I mean, Games Workshop, their business model works. Like they protected themselves so well, and we're paying top dollar for top miniatures. I mean, don't get it twisted. They have the best miniatures in the game.
Sure.
But people are coming up behind them. Like there's no
years of dealing with GW is exactly why I have such a I don't give a rat's ass what Hasbro does that people think is so corrupt.
Right, Hasbro and Valiverse, I don't give two shits, man. Just make your stuff and let me buy them.
But people get upset about ordering systems, exclusivity, Pulse memberships. I'm like, go Forge World for a week and see what happens. Like, you know, it's just
Forge World.
And that's what I was telling Shane, you know, a couple of weeks back, man. All this daggum you see toy tubers, you know, somebody's, you know, got problems with, you know, how Hasbro does business and how these different companies do business. And, you know, I'm like, first of all, they're not putting no money in your pocket. You know what I'm saying? So what you getting upset? What you mad for? You know what I'm saying?
No. Yeah. So
they took these guys down, but they also offered these guys jobs. So it wasn't a terrible trade, but yeah, we're the ones losing out because
everything was moved to Warhammer Plus.
But it all goes right back to this one. I mean, you know, it's lovely.
I am not in the hobby as long as you guys, and I clearly hold a reverence for you guys as far as like what the bullshit is that you've dealt with. Okay. But what I'll say is this: I've dealt with Star Wars for a real long time, and I've totally checked out in about 2020 or 2021. I originally got into Warhammer. The one thing that you can say about Games Workshop is they've held a very tight leash on their IP. Okay. Now we're at 2025, and we are reaping the benefits of that because these JoyToy figures, they've never done like these type of licensing deals before. There has never been really them giving their license out like it, or them having people rent their license like they're doing right now. So the fact that we have an official role play helm, dude, the one that I showed you before with the light up eyes, that was part of a $3,000 role cosplay that I'm going to wear to New York Comic Con and Legion's Con.
Yeah, dude.
Okay. The other helm that I showed you was a 3D printed helm. Last year I bought, cost me $400. I can't really even wear it. Okay. That official helm that's coming out by JoyToy, it's a billion times better than either
Justin,
of the
thanks, brother. You have no idea. Fucking and hang out as long as you can. Trust me. I understand.
And then the comment before that one, someone commented, and it just brought me back to one of the tactics I love, you know, about the top. Deep strike. Oh, I love deep strike.
Oh god.
Yeah. So that's a Tau comment. He's talking about the Tau unit. So that's the fish people for the uninitiated, and they had one of the most common sense rules, and they treated it like it was new when I was leaving the game, called supporting fire. And I laughed my ass off. The Tau are the only ones where if a section of infantry came under contact, another section of infantry nearby could join them as shooting at the target. No other army in the game was allowed. Yeah, nobody else was allowed to support fire each other. I was like, what a cunning concept this was.
Right.
That's all I think about with Tau is they were brilliant when everybody else was just dumb.
Right.
Tower's so annoying.
They can't even be like, some of them can now. It's crazy. They're not so good at it, but they're getting better.
And there we got the sisters.
Oh man, dude, watching you play the other night, that Battlescape, is that the name of that game?
Battle Sector.
Oh, dude, I got to get that game so we can play.
Dude, it's awesome.
I'm down. I've watched that game since it started, watching other people play it, and that's one of the few games that I can sit there and watch all the way through, no matter what.
The closest version of playing the tabletop in a video game format. You can play Tabletop Simulator, right, and actually play the tabletop, but in a video game format with video game graphics and video game appeal. Battle Sector, Warhammer 40K Battle Sector, that's the first game that I played that got me into Warhammer 40K, and that's why I love the Blood Angels.
Dawn of War, the original Dawn of War.
I'm playing that next week. Definitive
right.
Edition comes out next week. I'm going to start my stream doing a full playthrough of the Definitive Edition because I never played the Dawn of War.
I'm not your bootleg.
So the Sisters of Battle were kind of a prime example of something you touched on earlier. Like when this line started and JoyToy, they focused on Space Marines. They were popular. And it was surprising that the Sisters of Battle were such a choice to come out early and strong with, as opposed to things like Eldar or Tau or other races.
They were the new hotness in the miniature game when they came out.
But that was just it. They were the new hotness once they got revisited for years. And I mean, a couple of decades. Sisters of Battle were relatively unpopular. They were a poorly structured support army. They were girls in Space Marine armors. They didn't always have great rules. They were poorly mistreated. But the big thing was the details in the models were being lost. You see them on this scale, and you see what they wanted them to be on the table. And it's like, this is glorious.
Go back one, Shane, because I'm going to tell you, and I want to see if you guys can do it.
Saint Celestine you showed. I had that mini. Yeah.
So she's awesome. So I have all the sisters that have come out. She's a warp entity. She is a demon.
Yeah.
So because of the stuff that she does as far as like miracles and stuff, she's
just like the Sanguinor.
Yep. Yes,
so
exactly.
they wrote a character in Dan Abnett's Scott's Ghost series. It was Saint Sabatine. And I think that's who Saint Celestine was based off of. She was the Bataille, and she was like, she was an entity to fight the warp. She was magic. She was like a god, right? But she was weakened. But this, I love this model.
The broken Space Marine Force Commander with a broken. That's
fucking.
But I know no fear.
Space Marines don't run.
They know no fear.
Yeah.
We at the tournaments that I used to go to, the person that placed last would be able to go and pick out a brick of dice. They would send them, just go get any brick you want, pick those, you need new ones.
There you go.
Here's the updated Calgar model. This thing is awesome, dude.
Oh yeah, dude. I'm
light
trying.
up eyes and everything on him, dude. It's absolutely
there it is.
He's a one-man clearance squad right there. Right?
Oh my
God.
God.
Underslung heavy bolters.
Yeah,
so awesome. Again,
I tried him a few times and just, oh man, he always wrecks shop, always, because he had the dual power fist. He had, so you got the extra attack with the power fist because he had two of them. It's just good stuff.
Yep.
There's another great game that got underrated.
That's exactly what it was.
Goes back, but do you guys remember Space Hulk when that first came out?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I had a bunch of those models when they redid it. I got it and it was glorious. I played that forever, and then I left it at somebody's house. I think I don't know what to do with it.
That's another really nice introduction game to 40K. It's one of those buy it as a box. You get your Tyranid, you get your mounts. It's a smaller game, and you get the models that you're kind of wanting. These heavy Terminators with Gatling guns and power swords.
You can play it just as long as you want. You don't have to play it too long. You know, you're in for
I remember
half hour to an hour.
Yeah, the video game I wished had been a lot better. I wish it would kind of sucked, but
yeah, there was a bunch of those. A lot of these games would get just so close, and then, but now where we are, I mean, with the games that Race,
and
the shit that Race planned, it's all next level. Fucking, it's just nothing but goodness.
I'm gonna play.
PCs.
I'm gonna play more Space Marine 2 in about an hour. So
right, yeah,
that, dude. Again, we're in like the perfect time for what Warhammer 40K, what's happening with the license, with shows, with collectibles, with toys. They're opening up the avenue. Again, like I said, JoyToy is just absolutely killing it. So if you're an action figure collector and you want to dip your toe in, just buy one figure off of Amazon. You'll get it the next day, and then you're done. Because you're going to be captured by it.
It's a 6-inch fig line collector. I would say the McFarlane line that they've got going now for some of the Space Marines being the 7 to 8-inch line, they actually scale justifiably next to most
Just get the Primarchs, Crow. Just get the Primarchs. Those are 6-7 inches.
They're supposed to be huge. They look cool. So there are 6-inch, kind of 6 to 7-inch figure collectibles that are really nice. I think McFarlane's line for this, not the JoyToy, but McFarlane's line, is the one that I'd give a most improved award to this year.
Yeah,
like,
I can go with
he
that.
Opened that up a lot better than the first few iterations, and I think that's something a lot of 6-7-inch guys would get into too.
What's cool about the McFarlane figures is you can integrate them into your JoyToy figures. For instance, the orcs that came out, right? You can use them as the massive knobs, right? You can use them as the large scale, because they've only come out with a couple of orcs.
And such.
Yeah, you can, and the same thing with the Chaos. I have a couple of the Chaos Marines that have come out, the Black Legion, and I'm just like, shit, he's just gonna sit in the back and he's gonna be a mutated, larger than life dude, right? So you can easily integrate them.
Even all those Tyranids that you got, I mean, they work.
Oh, dude, I have 40 of the Gene Stealers of McFarlane. I'm still dreading opening up them. Okay, I bought them on a Black Friday sale on the official McFarlane site about 2 years ago for $5 a piece.
Oh my god, you lucky bastard!
Okay? That's what I see them going for at cons, like bags of them. Yeah,
just pick it again. I'm gonna do a massive battle of ball with all of my Blood Angels, and then all of those Gene Stealers, and then all the Tyranids from the JoyToy figures, and then a couple more figures, and I have a massive diorama set up. So I'm gonna do some stuff with that. So
I can't wait. All right, guys. So we've been at it for a cool minute. This is the time where we everybody tells everybody what we got going on. So
I already went.
Number one, you got anything happening?
Oh shit, no man. You know me, man. I'm just bringing the funk, man. Nothing going on. I already told you I'm getting my $6 million man. That should be here Monday.
Yeah.
And hey, just doing the reviews, doing my thing, man. That's about it.
There it is.
Oh, got my maybe in about 2 weeks, I'm probably gonna upgrade to a better chair, since I'm doing the YouTuber thing. I said, well, let me get me a chair. So
I got to do that myself. Trust me, I really got to do.
You gotta get the Warhammer chair.
Is a Warhammer chair?
Warhammer chair. Let me turn it around.
Oh my god! Right here we go. Here we go. Look at this fucking bullshit right here. The official Warhammer chair.
It's the entire star map on the chair. It's awesome, dude.
Well, yeah, that will be. I'll see if that's on Amazon. But yeah.
I expensed that out at work. I was like, I needed a new work chair.
I'm trying to think of what a title is for a shill in the Grey Knights army. Is it shill priest or shill marine?
I'm a stan. I'm a Grey Knight stan.
He's just a
Stan priest. Stan priest.
This figure next to here is what my cosplay is based on. I sent it over to CG Armors, and they did a 1-to-1.
Holy crap, dude.
Yeah, dude, it looks so good, Ray.
Mm-hmm.
Crow, what do you got coming up?
I am waiting on the Ramen Hunter to
Ooh, shit.
bill. The billing was supposed to happen at the end of the month. He's had to wait out. So all of us are waiting. And then we should have the Hunter showing up on my channel whenever that happens.
Which one is that? Which one is the Hunter?
That's the just the generic tank he did. It's with none of the
okay.
add-ons.
I got you. Okay. The tank.
It's
Yeah.
Which
their
I'm super pumped about that because of the Steeler short fuse set. So, but
damn right.
I'm expecting my phalanx with the 25 turret like any day, any week now, because it's been over 5 weeks from Gridiron, and that's going to be my big channel thing for the year, I think.
Yeah,
that's
absolutely.
it. That's all I got. Yeah.
Wraith, you're coming on in about an hour, but what do you got going on besides that?
So I have every week I do game streams. I do weekly JoyToy Warhammer 40K news on Sundays, so you can check out that stuff. The big thing that I have coming up is I'm going to be going to New York Comic Con this year for the first time. There's a whole story behind it and why I made this YouTube channel, but going to New York Comic Con for the first time this year. I'm going to be dressed in cosplay, which I've never done before, but I've ran around playing paintball, so it can't be that hard. Okay, in a whole full setup. And then I'm going to head to Legion's Con this year, and I'm also going to be dressed up as a Grey Knight. These are my official Purity Seal patches, so they're just like the patches that I have, and they're made out of a Cordona, the parchment area, which I have to send out to a couple of you guys. And I'm going to be giving these away to a couple people at New York Comic Con and a couple people at Legion's Con. So I have a bunch of stuff going on. So you want to know anything?
That's you?
Yep,
That is me. That is me.
That's him.
Yep. So if you guys, I also do a family stream on Rogue Trader. I do. So my wife and her two brothers, so my two brother-in-laws, one of them knows about Warhammer 40K. One of them wants to know nothing about Warhammer 40K. So Rogue Trader, the other Warhammer 40K game, you can play multiple people like Boulder's Gate, and they love it. They love that game. So I got them into playing this. And my wife's like reaction to like Rogue Trader, Crow, and the lore, like finding out what a psyker is or what the hell is going on. It's just really fun reactions and fun times. So
sure.
Crow, that's you. Well, can you see it?
That's me. Yeah,
that's him. Hey,
I'm
we're making subs already.
I'm gonna make sure I'm subbed to you by the end of this. if I haven't already, I've lost track.
Closing in on that 200.
Oh yeah, we'll get you there then.
Absolutely. So tomorrow we're doing Smoking Joe's at 6 Eastern time. Got a little bit of a surprise for a buddy of ours. We're gonna see if we can't get somebody up over the hump. They're really close, so hopefully we can get 3-star up and over, get him squared away.
Was he close to 1,000?
He
the ghetto birds out.
He is at 485, so we're trying to get him up over 500 right now.
Cool.
Yep.
All right.
See if we can't do that. We're going to spend a good couple hours trying to do that tomorrow.
Say that's 6 o'clock, right?
Yep, 6 o'clock Eastern. Every Saturday. It's the taint of your Saturday, Smoking Joe's. But then Tuesday, I'm going to have Will from Wilhelm Toys on.
Cool.
That's going to be fun. And then hopefully next Friday, by that time, I can talk you guys into doing this again, and we'll go from there.
Yeah, I can do this on Fridays, no problems. It's pretty open in this place.
Right on. I don't know how it works for Wraith, but we'll
talk.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. But either way, I'm sure SoulBrother #1 and me, and sounds like Crow's definitely in. You know, we can change out the guest star. I mean, it works however it works.
It's just hard for me because with my kids and my wife, that's why I usually stream at like 11 o'clock at night.
Right. That's why when you said 8, I was like, I'll take it. But yeah, we'll figure something out, guys. Fucking, it's all good.
I just figured out which microphone to use now.
There you go.
Learning.
Warhammer is a journey, folks. And I was told right from the rip, you're going to play this game 1,000 times and you're going to learn something new every single time. So that's how that works. But on that note, guys, be good, be safe.
Y'all
See you
be
next
easy.
time. There it is.
Guys.
Peace.
Hey, what's the racket? Okay, get crazy.
This is tree sap. However, it's not your ordinary garden variety tree sap. This is from the Chul Mugra tree. It's native to Southeast Asia. Refined and taken in small doses, it's a natural sedative, but too much reduces its victim to a near zombie state.
Sounds like Cobra's working on some sort of mass mind control scheme. Deep Six to headquarters.
Flint here.
I spotted something weird, an island that's not on the map.
Impossible. The entire Earth's been mapped.
Well, something's wrong. Either my eyes or their map. Uh-oh, I got company. Cobra Rattler.
We'll be out there with Sky Strikers before you can say
Roger and out.
Somebody's watching us on TV.
Yeah? Well, the show's over.
We lost them.